Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the podcast, Beloved Vietnam, a place where we share gentle stories that quietly carry the depth of the Vietnamese soul and cultural spirit. Every year, when Lunar New Year approaches, Vietnamese people do not feel the coming of a new season merely through the passage of time, but through familiar rituals that have quietly endured across generations. There is a day that marks the moment when Tit is about to knock on every door. Every home, the 23rd day of the 12th lunar month. It is the day when Vietnamese families bid farewell to the kitchen gods as they journey to heaven. A simple yet warm ritual, closely tied to the kitchen, the hearth, and the family meals shared throughout the year. Today, let us step together into that familiar kitchen with beloved Vietnam and listen to the story of the 23rd day of the 12th lunar month, where TGT begins very slowly, very gently, yet deeply enough to remain in the memories of every Vietnamese person. The 23rd day of the 12th lunar month is not a public holiday, nor is it a full family reunion day. Yet in the hearts of Vietnamese people, it is a very special moment. The moment when families tidy their kitchens, rearrange their homes, and quietly prepare for a new year drawing near. According to folk belief, the kitchen gods are the deities who oversee the household kitchen, witnessing all the joys and sorrows of each family throughout the year. The kitchen is not merely a place for cooking. It is the place that keeps the fire, preserves warmth, and sustains the rhythm of family life. For that reason, this day is not just a ritual. It is also a time for reflection before stepping into the threshold of a new year. From early morning on the 23rd day, many families begin cleaning their kitchens. Stoves are wiped spotless, dishes neatly arranged, and the altar of the kitchen gods carefully prepared with a full offering tray, fresh fruits, and gently rising incense smoke. And of course, one cannot forget the image of small golden carp swimming quietly in clear bowls of water, tiny creatures carrying a very long journey ahead. Amid the soft fragrance of incense, families sincerely present their offerings, sending the kitchen gods back to heaven, wishing them a smooth journey, asking them to report the good things of the past year, and leaving behind whatever remained unfinished. When the ritual ends, the carp are released into rivers or lakes. In the cold waters of late year, the fish flick their tails and swim away, carrying with them the hope that the heaviness of the old year will also drift away, making room for a lighter, more peaceful and hopeful new year. Have you ever wondered why carp have become a symbol of hope in Vietnamese culture and belief? In East Asian culture, carp symbolize perseverance and transformation. The legend of the carp crossing the dragon gate and transforming into a dragon reminds people that with enough determination, one can overcome personal limits. That is why, on this day, the carp are not only the vehicles carrying the kitchen gods to heaven, but also a quiet message of hope for a better year ahead. In many rural areas, especially in northern Vietnam, the farewell ritual is solemn and contemplative. Offering trays are often elaborate, including savory dishes, and live carp are carefully prepared as if sending the deities on a complete and respectful journey. In central Vietnam, the ceremony is simpler. The offerings may not be elaborate, yet everything is arranged neatly and thoughtfully, because sincerity is considered the most important element of the ritual. In southern Vietnam, the custom feels lighter and more relaxed. Sometimes a tray of fruit, a stick of incense, and a short, heartfelt prayer are enough to express gratitude and wishes for a peaceful new year. No matter the region, the shared spirit remains the same: family connection. Not everyone may have returned home yet, and Tet is still ahead, but the 23rd day of the 12th lunar month serves as a gentle reminder. It is time to return to family, to home, to the familiar warmth of the kitchen fire. In modern life, many details may have been simplified. Offerings may no longer be elaborate. Rituals may not be as complete as before. Yet the deeper meaning remains unchanged: gratitude. Gratitude for a year that has passed in peace, for meals still shared with loved ones, and for a home that still glows with light every evening. This day is also when TGT begins to knock softly at the door. After the farewell ceremony, people start cleaning their homes, wrapping traditional cakes, buying flowers, and preparing for the days of reunion ahead. As if, once the kitchen gods have departed, the house itself is ready to put on a new appearance to welcome spring. Amid the busyness of year's end, the ritual gently reminds us to slow down, To look at the familiar kitchen and remember that happiness is sometimes very simple. The fire's still burning, laughter still filling the house, and Tet still being a place to return to. And as the incense smoke fades into the afternoon of the 23rd day of the 12th lunar month, people know that the old year is quietly closing, and spring is already very near. Thank you for listening to the podcast, Beloved Vietnam. A loving home and a light heart ready to welcome the good things gently knocking at your door.